Sponsored by Chaplin's Bosco.
Live music, 6 nights a week. Chaplin's Bosco.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, yes, sir. Very well, sir.
Good.
Who am I? I can't see my sticker, so I'm not sure who I am. Someone slapped me around the head with it. One of the best moves ever done to me in the last sort of day or two.
What, stick on your head?
I know, I slapped round the head.
Oh, right.
Do need...
It's been like that, has it?
Yeah, it has. I know I deserve that sort of stuff.
Okay.
People are afraid, though.
This is Comrade Bar, ladies and gentlemen, denizen of the local music scene, running the Solid Air nights on a regular basis all over the place. Yeah. And this is Live While Live. So, who do we have as our special guest
We
this week?
have the latest hybrid formation of the Brothers Grimmer. And they're in a really interesting phase because big changes afoot.
Yep.
But we have some key members and even key members that aren't really members. They're all members in the Grimmer family. And fresh word of maybe the next year or two panning out in unexpected ways, but all good stuff.
And lots to be thought of and talked about, no doubt.
Yes.
So changes afoot, and change has happened as well, because there's been a few reworkings of some of the old songs. So we might delve into some of that.
We're going to be hearing
as well.
unique, never before heard versions, certainly on the radio.
Yeah. So beards aplenty. Comrade, you haven't grown a beard in the occasion.
Haven't. I'm not. Sometimes, if maybe I haven't stood as close to the razor, there's a hint of something round me, but I'm not a big facial hair man. I'm not.
There we go. Little bit of Mountain Feet there for you. Sign from Above. And there we were. We were just talking, thinking, it's a bit. Connie and I were talking in the car, saying that would be an absolutely fantastic mix for Brothers Grimmer, similar sort of sound and stuff. And then you guys are just saying that you're not really heard of them, Mountain Feet and stuff. Not managed to.
Personally,
no.
If we did have two stages at this year's Boscombe Community Fair, you'd be playing the fair. And you'd be alongside Mountain Feet typically.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, awesome.
That'll come next year for sure.
Yeah, we'll check them out, definitely. Then.
Yeah, no, they're amazing sound and awesome stuff, much like you guys. We have Brothers Grimmer here with us.
Hello.
In a different incarnation than last night, because it was about 4 years, I think, that you came in last, wasn't it?
Like that,
crazy.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Like, where did that time go? But
Fast.
yes, that's it. Because we last time we came in, you just released, I think, the second album, the
right.
Blue Book of Hairy Tales.
Yep.
And you were just on the ascendancy because you'd been in Talent Call and you'd been in a few other things. And you played Vandalism at the O2.
That's right.
And everything was on a real,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then all you've done is gone from strength to strength, playing all over the place, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, and although what happened in April?
April.
Someone sort of stitched up their hand or something.
Oh yeah. Well, I had a bunch of epileptic seizures, kind of thing, on Valentine's Day, and that kind of led me to
that's not
getting
cool.
a bit stroppy. Yeah. That's it. Missed the whole of Valentine's Day. It was good times.
What a Valentine's Day gift.
I know, that's it. Not good, is it? Yeah.
Well, then I broke my hand shortly after. So.
But are you looking at the back catalogue now? You've had a chance to remix it, is that right? Or you've had a chance to...
We'll kind of rework with two guitars again, and things have changed quite massively, really, over the last couple of months, haven't they? Really,
Actually, over the last year or so, things
Yeah.
have been shifting a lot.
there's been a lot of,
especially in the last couple of months. Yeah,
there's been a lot of changes to other people's lives and their commitments and things. So we've just kind of evolved, really.
Yep.
Didn't want to let the Brothers Grimmer name die or go, so had to evolve and keep going.
Yeah.
And for me and Mike, it's just like, this is our future. We've got to make this work. So we're just going to keep going and going and going, regardless.
yeah, definitely.
Most people will be familiar with Mike as an expressive dancer
Yeah.
down the front there.
Yeah, but he's not anymore. He's
He's on stage now.
guitar and singing.
Been playing guitar for how many years now? About 5 or 6 or something.
4 or 5, yeah.
Behind the scenes, he's just been bashing away in his bedroom hours every day,
Writing tunes.
playing guitar.
Well,
and
that's
he's
it.
been now he's in a position where he's quite comfortable, and we're getting him out on stage, so we're really happy about that.
But you've been doing acts for quite a long time as yourself, doing your Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
tributes and getting your own,
I've been
bit of
doing
your
all
stuff
sorts
and
of stuff.
So
Yeah. keep him busy.
Yeah, it's good to get for him to be able to jump on guitar and off again. It's a bit more like, you know.
Yeah, sometimes I just throw the guitar down and just do some windmills. So as long as someone stays doing something.
You've got to keep him occupied in small spaces.
I was going to say something. Yeah. I was going to say small spaces, as in the car that you're in the road trips in, because obviously going to all these gigs you've got got to spend a lot of time on the road now.
Well, most of the things we've been doing lately, me and Mike have ended up walking home from, because obviously after my fits I'm not allowed to drive now.
Of course, yes.
And he can't drive, and so we usually sort of get a lift there, and then me and him are carrying amps and guitars home at the end of the night instead. Walked all over this town in the last few months.
That's not good, is it? No.
That's why we're so buff.
Is there a calendar coming or something? It's starting to sound like a market employee.
Because the notable absence here is manager and where's Mama?
Mama.
Yeah.
I think she might be at the club tonight, isn't she?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's doing a hell of a lot as well.
Do you mean generically, or do you mean tonight?
Well, I mean thinking tonight, but she's generically all over Facebook as usual.
She's never been one for being in the limelight anyway. She doesn't really like this kind of thing too much. She's never been. She has to keep quiet. If you could drag her in front of a microphone occasionally, but
that's where we come in.
Even in her own events, she'd rather have someone else speaking on a microphone. Unless she has to be at the back somewhere in the dark.
She has a few beers. She will.
Maybe then.
I was expecting to be in the background, keeping an eye on me, keeping an eye on you guys. There is
that.
The little Mama Grimmer love.
Maybe she is. You don't know.
She might be hiding somewhere. Jump out like a ninja.
Yeah.
She's always in the company of that hairy bloke, that white-haired hairy bloke as well.
Papa Grimmer.
Papa Grimmer. Yeah, Papa Grimmer.
He's the dangerous one.
The mustachioed wonder.
Watch out.
Yeah.
It's all about the facial hair.
That's next level.
Yeah, that's cool.
The original aviator haircut.
Yeah.
It's next level.
We're going to hear some sort of live Brother Scrimmer, because obviously the instruments are here and everything. But I'm thinking, do we want to play something from the Hairy Tales album?
Have you got it there?
Yeah, we have got it here. We can do things like that. Yeah, of course we have.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What would be your choice?
I'm not sure what's on there.
Oh, it's an opportunity.
Well, one I like. Thing is, I'm kind of like don't want to play it because I want to play it from the YouTube remix that you did. Was the Burger and the Budokan?
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that would work from the album, and it would work if we did the remix on YouTube, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to play it live.
We're not going to play the version of that.
I'm not going to do
No,
that.
exactly.
So that's a good choice.
Yeah.
The only two we're doing from the back catalogue today are Lab Rat and Running Out, and possibly Paramore if there's time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so anything but that you can whip on if you like it.
Cool.
But Burger's a favourite of ours as well. Actually.
Yeah.
It's a really cool.
So this is it's a really
thing.
it's not quite as cool a mix as the one that you needed when he got bored. But it's from the big blue book of Hairy Tales.
That's
is that
right.
one? Yeah. And the Burger and the Budokan, which is a great title for what's actually a great track. So yeah, really cool. Oh, and I've just you can tell that
the track title actually came from an old friend of ours. Who's passed away now.
My old man Joe Redmond.
Oh right.
Yeah.
What he
He said it sounds like you're having a burger at the Budokan, and I said, yeah, that sounds like that's the title then.
A typical Dublin accent.
Brilliant. Okay. Cool. How else do you find a tongue title?
Exactly.
Find a whimsical Irish gentleman. Throw it at you. It's
So
funny. Yeah.
was he at rehearsal then, or you'd already?
And I'd known
or?
him for a long time. He was like a father to me, really.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was a great loss when he went.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah.
But he listened to a premix or something.
Yeah, well, I used to run everything by
Gotcha.
him. He
Right,
was
okay, yeah.
he was my mentor with a lot of things, music-wise, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Here it is. I love that. Absolutely love that song, but it does blend into the next one on the album, so I didn't quite get the cut right.
That's kind of nice.
We like to do that.
It's like, and the next part of the series is...
It's a teaser. It's a teaser. So the next song was Eyes Painted. So
Eyes Painted Shut, yeah.
That's right.
So,
Absolutely, yeah.
I got a habit of making big intros and then going, actually, that's a new song.
That we're not going to play right now. Yeah, not good.
So just trying to paint, just before these guys start live, just trying to paint a picture for you, for those staring at the radio and still not quite getting the images they're after. Looking left to right here, we have a possible character from Lord of the Rings. I hope you won't mind my saying that, but much taller.
Yeah.
And then in the middle, an almost Buddhist monk type figure of his brother. So the Lord of the Rings character Lee, and then Matt.
That's why he is called
Buddhist.
Guru.
Legendary monk Jason.
Very much. For anyone who's never even seen the Buddha, and then more of a skatey character
The grunge kid.
for Mikey now,
Yeah.
former dancer.
I can't skate though.
Yeah. So that's what we see before us, and we're about to conjure some live music here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
cool.
we do?
What track, guys?
Lab Rat? Yeah, we'll do Lab Rat then. Usually open with Lab Rat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's the
Like I
warm-up
nearly
tune.
did a minute ago.
It's the warm-up tune.
That's it, yeah.
Get your ears ready.
Cool.
Right, well, this is a song about drugs and stuff. It's Lab Rat. I know. It's my old past getting better. Pharmaceutical friendship and 360 minutes past and chemical enlightenment and love it never lasts. A blast to blow my mind again, producing the emotions, feeling deep inside my brain, swallow down the potions. Too bad it's over before you begin. Your life is over from life you ran. Another time, another pill. Am I whittling off my life? Here comes another tenor deal. Will I ever say my future wife into a powdered hiding place? Reality gaining fast to a liquid finding space, running from the past. Too bad it's over before you begin. Your life is over from life you ran. From life you ran. Second chance can sink this ship. Facing life without a hey. very much indeed.
Absolutely
Thanks
brilliant.
very much.
Lab Rat live by Brothers Grimmer. Oh, brilliant. Yeah,
Thank you
no,
very much.
really good song.
Yeah.
So yeah, good. As you say, nice warm up for you as well.
Yeah.
Gets everything settled and
That's
Things
it.
happening.
yeah,
Gets
that's
us
it.
rocking.
Yeah,
A lot of heavy guitar bands just don't have that kind of vocal
No.
on the top. Never mind harmonies as well.
Well,
It's just
luckily Matt was
Subby.
in a choir, so he knows vocals
Straight
rather well.
up. You're a choir boy.
It was
Awesome.
for 8 years.
Oh, right,
in
okay.
St Peter's Parish Church.
I was in it with you for about 6 months, but that was just for the sweets. That was just for the sweets. and-
Not for the chicks.
No,
He was very young.
Where are all the chicks?
I'm not happy.
This isn't what you told me was here, man. What's going?
He did it all for the
Anyways,
candy.
I was about 8.
Yeah.
Where the
was that
women.
vocational, or were you ushered in that direction?
That was your own choice,
It
wasn't
was a
really?
choice.
Yeah,
I wanted after my grandmother passed away. I was 8 years old at the time. My mum was helping me sort of search for things to do
Yeah.
to help cope with the situation, get me out of the house doing something productive, and that was what I wanted to do, was something musical.
Great idea.
Prior to that, I generally just ended up speaking in little shows and stuff in school, and so
Always performing. But
yeah. So it wasn't until I was 12 I actually picked up drumsticks. I started singing first for 4 years in the choir. And I turned tenor at the same age I took up drums.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So I went from chorister to like back rows like in about 2 months.
Yeah.
Something strange happened to my genetics. I think it's the Italian blood or something. But yeah, hair and everything started happening at 12.
Yeah.
Wasn't pretty.
Because those hormones definitely help with the Neolithic aspects of thumping
Maybe,
drums.
yeah,
Yeah,
Getting
it's
some of that hormonal rage out.
Totally.
Drums.
Primal.
Yeah.
He got more hair on his back than he's got on his head.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to keep it under control, but it's difficult. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Yeah, because we ought to say actually big shout out to Chinners, who can't be here tonight. He's obviously part of the show and everything else, part of the crew, but is one of his lads decided to come off their scooter type little
Oh yeah.
No.
So moped.
like, no scoops push like
Like
skateboard
a
with a handle.
micro
Yeah.
scooter.
Okay.
Micro scooter.
Yeah, what are they called?
Micro scooter, isn't it?
Is that what it is?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, but anyway,
Usually aluminium, aren't they?
That's right.
Yeah.
Tiny.
I've fallen off of
But
them.
he was coming at some force then on that thing, I take it.
I think it was a case of blood everywhere, teeth broken,
Ow.
and maybe a hospital job, which is why Chinners isn't here, because he might be taking his
Yeah.
lads to hospital, or at least giving him some TLC.
Well, much love to them both.
Yeah, I'm struggling with the because Chinners doesn't do blood. Chinners get squeamish when I talk about giving platelets and stuff, because you got needle
Yeah.
joints in my arm and stuff, and then
Yeah.
the nurses keep sticking the needle in.
He's such a chunky chap as well. I don't imagine him squeamish. No.
Yeah, that's it. You don't imagine Chinners being squeamish. He says he can't do blood, so I'm thinking it's not good if he's going to have to sort his son out. Isn't he? So yeah,
Bad times.
Look away now, Dad.
I don't know what to do. Bless him.
no.
God.
So yeah, big
So, yeah.
big love to the big
He's
man.
having to
Yeah.
step
Yeah.
up to
Yeah,
that.
good luck.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so hence he's not here to be taking the videos and everything else. So you're stuck with the two of us tonight.
That's all right.
Always a pleasure.
attitude.
But
Never
it's
a chore.
fine because we have Brothers Grimmer and they've all turned up, which is really cool. Although in a slightly different guise than I was anticipating, because it's like the brotherhood now, isn't it? Just the two,
Yeah.
Lee and Macca. So
It's been a
emo pup and Macca.
It's been an interesting and chaotic year. That's the politest way of putting it, really. And yeah, people have had a lot of things going on in their lives. So, for the sake of the band, me and Mike evolved and continued on as a duo, and whoever's available when they're available can play. But
Yeah.
otherwise, we just continue on. We can't stop, so we're keeping
And I imagine that's a door that's always going to be open,
yes,
no matter who
always.
departs. You don't
Yeah.
really leave, do you? You come.
No, that's right.
Well, that's the thing with family. You can have a massive bust up, but you're still best mates and family the next day, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Well,
kind
the
of
other thing is, go on.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, I'm still coming along for bigger gigs, but these guys are smashing through every open mic
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
I think is
Yeah.
available at the moment.
Yeah.
That's it.
Which isn't kind of the life I can lead at this stage.
No.
So they're rocking out, just bashing every night that they can. And I'm still coming along for the bigger gigs when they happen.
As you say,
And
hi to
possibly
Bobo.
some more
Yeah.
flamenco rhythms coming in to play, possibly.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Now you mention it.
Your love interest.
What part of, if you end up being in Spain a lot, what part of Spain would that be?
I'm not entirely sure at this stage how it's going to go, because it's one of these things that me and my girlfriend are seriously talking about, maybe more like a year, 2 years down the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, and probably more sort of south of Spain way. So yeah, where flamenco is quite happy, to continue reigning.
Too warm for me.
But yeah,
Too warm.
yeah. So
I need to go
depends,
north.
really.
Yeah, friends of mine had just come back from Spain. Got back on Friday, Saturday, and they said, "Oh, it's wonderful. It's like 45 degrees." We were like,
Yeah.
But it's a dry heat. It's a dry heat.
So I might have to take my shirt off for 45 degrees. Then,
"That's
you
it."
see.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what's wrong with me. That's some kind of issue I have.
Don't do summer.
The British climate doesn't
not
quite
British
suit my
summer,
body
yeah.
sometimes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is this why the hair loss as well?
To cope with the climate.
To cope with the climate. all
No, this was nature made partially.
right.
I only have to help it along with the extra use of a razor.
Only
But
on the
I've
sides,
got
really, innit?
I've got the perfect patch in the centre there just to begin things off.
But you've lost a little tail as well.
That
What's that
was
all
quite a
about?
while
That was
back
a while
now.
back, yeah.
That was 4 years ago. I would have had the tail actually, wouldn't I? Yeah, that just came off.
Well, we've got a
Just fell off.
Just fell off.
We've got a photo of the last guys you were in the studio.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god!
That's like scary.
There's my
isn't it?
Shawnee.
Yeah, that's a scary photo of me. Yeah,
Ah,
definitely.
Johnny Rotten.
Just general facial
You do,
expression.
you look like-
Just how I walk around.
I was that psycho axe murderer.
Yeah. They never
Johnny
caught me.
That's it.
She should be mentioning that on radio.
Yeah.
I'm all right at the moment. They don't know where I am.
And a big smile from Bobber there as well, which is really cool because he obviously can't be with us.
Yeah,
tonight.
Bobo's
Because of
been a bit
stuff
poorly, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, big love to him as well.
very big love to him.
Yeah. So yeah. But hence going out as a duo and Matt or Bobo when they can.
Yep,
So, yeah.
that's it. Anybody wants to come and jam with us while we're playing, they're more than welcome to. So
So, guys, Sean won't be there on
Saturday.
on Saturday.
No,
Right,
we won't be
okay.
Saturday. Not for the Soul Hole
For
gig,
now.
Cellar Bar.
Yeah.
Until further notice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Understood.
Until he's
So
back on his
mic
feet,
up the
so to
bottom end.
speak.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. We're going to go hot rod styling.
It'd be nice. Actually,
Yeah,
I've
that's the
always
way it's
wanted
gonna
you
be
to
for
use
now.
hot rods.
Why is
Hot
that,
rod in the cellar
Conrad?
bar.
Because you're the loudest drummer in the world.
Yes. In the confined spaces, it's very difficult because everything else has to be turned up just to
Yeah.
compete at acoustic level. Never mind going through the PA. So sometimes it can be a little bit
Challenging.
intense. But that also in keeping with the music because the music
Yeah.
doesn't hold back either.
That's it.
Definitely.
Just had to buy bigger amps, that was all.
Oh yes, always.
The neighbours at the cellar bar love that.
Well, where was it you were saying? Because you were belling out the cellar bar, weren't you, with some particular tunes, and it worked out the hottest point was like halfway up the stairs or something, was it?
Well, certainly for bass vibrations. Yeah, we haven't had complaints from the neighbour for a long, long time. So we must be doing something right. And it's the very sub.
That's because we haven't been there for a while.
But that has been an issue in the past with Grimmer gigs. And there were eyebrows raised with, supporting Soul Hole.
Well, believe it or not, when it's just me and him on our own, we've had issues in a few places that our
still too
voices are
loud.
too loud.
Really?
So I guess singing over the top of his drums for so long has given
Really
us some
strengthened your voices.
impressive lungs.
Yeah.
What
Definitely.
did you mean with the eyebrow raising?
Oh, it's Marcus, because Marcus is the one holding the dB meter, saying
Right,
to
sure.
me, it's 98 dB, you know, and that's over the safe limit.
Oops.
Yeah.
And he
What's
said
the safe
even
limit?
up at
That
the
would
stairs.
30.
To give you some idea what Bournemouth Council, although we got the go-ahead for Boston Community Fair, 65 dB has
No.
been imposed. But I said, well, that's louder than traffic passing. So I'll be taking readings of everything. But I said that has to be in front of the nearest residence because that's the problem area, what
Yeah.
the residents can hear.
Yeah.
Not in the marquee itself. Obviously, that's going to be dynamically, it's a rock
Yeah.
music. So I hope that's tempered with a bit of real world common sense.
Well, the thing is, when you get an excitable crowd, the crowd themselves can hit 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was doing sound at a fair once, and the crowd went absolutely wild, and it was 102. I'm thinking, you can't do anything about that. That's just the music. That's just the crowd themselves shouting.
Turn your
and screaming.
voices down.
Yes, that's it. You've broken the limit on the council. You know.
Be less enthusiastic.
Yes. Yes.
Come on.
No applause, no clapping, no shouting. Just
Everybody sit down and be
do
quiet,
not
please.
appreciate this music.
Just whisper
They
the
are.
cheer.
Yeah. It's difficult. That's the thing, though, isn't it? That's the fight that's
Noise
ongoing for the
pollution.
music scene.
Yeah.
Is that the way that the world has gone, and the criteria for pubs and the support. And
I love
everything
the
else.
fact that people think they can move into a town like Christchurch, 3 doors away from a bandstand, and then complain about the noise when people get up and start playing stuff. And you think, bands are designed to play in bandstands.
There have to be bylaws in place for that, because that's a load of nonsense, isn't it?
This is correct.
It just gets ridiculous, and it ends up that you just can't play anywhere anymore.
That's it.
There is like a legislation shift probably needed, really, to make music, to give music support.
It's a law being put through at the moment, isn't it?
I've heard there's some things going
Yes.
on. Yeah. I don't know enough detail about it, though.
There's a number 20 or something. It's something about if a venue has been in existence for 20 years or more, then someone moving in can't get them closed down. It's like a proper squatters' rights thing, you know. With
We
the
like
way
that. I like
venues
the
are coming
analogy
and
there.
going, I think that should be 10 years, actually.
That's a bit like a
Yeah,
footpath.
I
If you've been
think so,
using a
yeah.
path as a footpath for a long time, it becomes a public footpath.
Well,
Really?
There you go.
Yeah.
So why should a pub be any
should
different?
it
It's
be any
providing
different?
live music.
It's a Yeah.
public
an actual
house.
service. Yeah, that's good to know that they're starting to make a shift there, because then people have to take that into consideration themselves when they're making that decision to live nearby.
Yeah.
And just further to the DB thing, it may be a bit of a technical issue, but it really helps. The idea of exceeding DB limits is only relevant if it's after a certain period of time. I think it's 10-15 seconds. You're allowed peaks. Because often a snare drum will take it over just one hit, but that's not a sustained sound, so it has to be sustained volume.
The peak king.
As long as it dips
Well,
under,
here's the thing,
you're
it's that
allowed
bass
to
sound as well,
peak.
resonating. That often does it as well, isn't it? The sub and the things like that.
Yeah,
tend to
I mean,
affect the
it can
DB quite
depend.
considerably.
Some walls to neighbours, annoyingly, are like bass traps and kind of acoustic tunnels for certain frequencies. And that's their bedroom, and it's almost like they're just in the next room.
Yeah.
I know they are, but there's a big thick wall.
It's the perfect resonance to shake the
Unfortunately,
floorboards
and just by
sometimes.
kind of EQing it out, you can still get weight in the room,
Yeah.
but avoid the offending frequencies.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the struggle continues, Connie.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Fight the good fight. you know.
Definitely.
Coming together.
But I've always said if I'm party to getting a venue closed down, I would walk before that happens. You know, I've come across that in the past before, and I don't want to be part of something like that. That would be unforgivable. You know, you just want the opportunity to play. You know.
Definitely.
So
That's it. Gonna play some more music.
Yep.
And picked a Soul Hole track.
Awesome.
There's something going on at the weekend, isn't there?
there is.
We
I
have
think
been sort of mentioning it, but
Is it a Friday or a Saturday?
it's a Saturday.
Saturday,
It's a Saturday.
I believe.
It's a very busy Saturday for
Saturday,
3
so.
gentlemen in the studio, and not quite so busy Saturday for one of them, and a fairly hectic one for the other,
Yes.
I guess.
So this Saturday at the Cellar,
Yes.
Boscombe,
Yes, indeed.
But before that,
Soul Hole.
yeah, they get to play. Yeah, so Soul Hole are headlining. Brothers Grimm are doing a little support
Opening.
slot, and
Yeah.
just a little quiet number beforehand. But
Quieter.
it's a really busy day for you, though, isn't it? Because you're doing Rich Baxter's busking event.
Yeah.
Where is that in Westbourne?
Westbourne.
Westbourne,
Not sure. There's
site
three
three
given 3
stops.
venues.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's just, is it outside or inside?
believe so.
Yeah, it's outside.
Oh, so
You
generally-
get- I did
generally
it
street
last
work.
year on my own. It was basically you get 20-minute slots on each stop you go to,
Okay,
and you do it 3 times, so it's an hour. So yeah, we're doing that.
yeah. And is that starting at what time?
was
or
it 12 till
Since
1?
12 till 1 we are.
We are,
that
yeah.
you're on? But the day we don't know much about that. There's nothing
Yeah,
really
it
big like
starts in
about
the
it. You
morning.
see,
I know
so,
it starts
yeah.
in the morning.
Okay, so yeah,
And that's the Westbourne pub itself, is it?
no, just all around
The
Westbourne.
Westbourne.
All around.
Yeah,
All around.
literally
So-
you get given like 3 stops that you have to go
Great.
to for 20 minutes.
Cool.
Each time.
Quite like Westbourne.
Yeah.
It's got a little.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's not
Yeah.
too far from Bournemouth. It's got its own little vibe. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got to jet across Bournemouth into the New Forest for an afternoon gig, or early evening, late afternoon, whatever. The Burley Fairy Festival. I love the idea of that.
Apparently they've got some
I've got the
open
beer
mics
for
and
it,
stuff
so.
there. So
Do you know who else is on? Burley Fairies?
No, we're
no, I
doing their
It's
open
just
mic.
it's like a couple of
Okay.
open mics going around there or something.
I-
So
We've got a few people
I
going
have
in
it
there
here
to sign
somewhere.
us up beforehand.
Yeah, it's at the Cross, and it's the New Forest Fairy Festival. So we've got to get it right. It's not the Burley Fairy Festival; it's the New Forest Fairy Festival.
Ah.
So there's obviously
A lot
different.
of F's in there.
Like you get New Forest ponies, I guess you get New Forest fairies as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? But yes, Mother Euchers, well known. Victor Jacuti, really well known. Johnny Phillips, another well known. Hannah White, DeFrago, Nick Hayward Young, who was on the I guess on the show a couple of weeks ago. Yeti Fly, Pixie Phonic, Jasmine Branca, Jim Chorley, Dreamcatcher. And Brothers Grimmer don't seem to be listed on here, but then
No,
because it's an open mic
mic.
slot,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
So there could be other bands as well as
Yeah.
those listed, because those there's book bands and then there's open mic slots as
Yep.
well. So yeah,
yeah, I
Should be
think
amazing.
so. That's what I was told anyway.
yeah.
I like the sound of that, Bill. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I can see you, Dreamcatcher, and Pixie Phonic having a nice little time.
Well, that's it. A lot of these are denizens of the Solidaire, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
Lovely.
yeah. So yeah, that should be really cool. And then get back to the cellar bar for the evening.
Yep.
Early start, 9:30, 10 o'clock, whatever.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Early. It's middle of the morning for me.
Well, It'll be all set up for you guys, so if you want to bring an amp, I'm sure, but I'm also sure that Soul Hole will.
I've got my
Let
magic
you
pedals,
share.
so I can.
So Soul Hole are the reason for the gig on Saturday night, and the Brothers Grimm are here as they're here tonight. It's their show, but they're supporting on Saturday night. And this is a little taste of Soul Hole, and this is something called Ancient Scrolls. Amazing psychedelic stuff there. Soul Hell,
Yeah.
how did you say that?
Still
again?
hell. I was hearing like the dreamy end of the Stone Roses there. I hope the
Yeah.
guys won't be offended
No,
with that.
no, that's
that
awesome.
heavily reverb thing going on. Lovely.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and they
It's one of
are.
my favourites from their early sort of years. When,
Yeah.
when we were playing with them back along a few years back.
Yeah,
It's
it
one of
was
my
good.
favourites of their lives, yeah.
Lovely.
Really like
They're
that
very generous guys, actually. They've gone through their own upheavals.
Yeah.
They lost
Yeah.
Hoggy on guitar, but he's with Nevermind. He's kind of landed on his feet there, so that's off and running.
Yeah.
Well, they do have some personnel changes, but the family DNA, like you guys, different family structure, but that's held them together. And that,
Yeah.
so
Definitely.
Yeah,
That's
to
what
be
does
said.
it.
that's it. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, because you guys have been together for so long. Obviously, being brothers, you can't help it. Apart from Matt, who's the adopted brother, but
No, he's
No,
real brother.
he's our brother.
No.
oh no,
Biologically.
sorry, yeah, it's
Yes.
Sean.
Sean.
Sean is the
There you
go,
adopted
yeah.
brother, yeah.
Yeah, Sean was
It's
the
with the lack of hair, it's hard
Lack
to
of hair,
yeah, it's hard to
that's
tell that I'm actually
You have
related.
That's it.
Transfer. What's the name of that dwarf in the no dwarf tossing? When they threw him across the thing.
Oh,
What's his name?
Gimli.
Gimli. Yeah,
Gimli.
imagine a Gimli hair job on the Buddhist monk, and then you could see the resemblance, the
Reckon,
family
yeah.
resemblance.
Slightly
I reckon you should
darker
take your
Italian
shirt
colour.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Take your shirt off and they'll see where your beard is.
That's an interesting chat-up line, actually.
Yeah, do you want to see
It's
my
too late
beard?
for that now.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
it.
single
Not
anymore.
single, no, that's
Yeah,
it.
so-
Yeah, not looking.
I think she would have liked that. It's interesting. I'll use it on her later. So, yeah,
Brilliant.
God, horrendous.
Man, brilliant. So yeah, I mean that's the thing, is it? What we were saying, the point I was trying to make was the family tie
Yeah.
Yeah.
holds you through all sorts of.
Well, we've got
Oh,
the same
yeah.
mother. The only reason why we look so different is because we've got different fathers, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
We have.
Yeah, over time. So,
How
but
it
yeah,
goes.
so
Mine's the only one that's ginger.
yeah, and this is why our voices kind of sound similar as well. I think
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's kind of like Mum was actually the one who loved singing the most.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mum was
and
a
it's
singer.
like we've kind of all
Yeah, Mum was a country singer.
kind of our voices
Right.
sound similar to each other.
Performed a lot. Did a lot of recordings as well. There's loads of recordings at home of Mum singing stuff.
Old reel to reels and stuff.
But she
Yeah.
prefers the background nowadays.
yeah.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah.
Why?
Don't know.
Talent like that, you could do. You could have a little
Yeah,
backing group
get
there.
Mum on.
Yeah.
We have mentioned that
Coaxed it
before. It would be
occasionally.
quite cool.
I say after a few beers, occasionally she stepped up onto a microphone.
And
She's very
done a
cautious
bit of a
on it.
karaoke thing
Yeah.
Yeah,
with you
just-
playing in the background. Sort of.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like for her, the early days was something she was really passionate about, and as years have gone on,
Just ended up
she-
with kids.
Yeah, and she made them her passion instead.
And transfer the passion. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and but she was never given strong support in her early years. In pursuing those kinds of things,
which is possibly why she's given so much support to you guys, because she's amazing, always on the case on Facebook
she is. She's a great support. She's always been a great support.
She has.
Do you still hold your own festival, or
we were going to, but there's been problems with the land, hasn't there, with the Crooked Mead land, and we were discussing with the council and certain legislations and ideals and things, and the land we were doing it on isn't really viable at this stage, is it?
Well, it literally got pulled a week or so ago. We're talking a month or so before the festival.
Oh wow!
Everything was organised, all the stalls and everything were ready to go. Everything was positioned, and it's had to just go thump because she was unable to find another land so short notice that she could run this kind of festival on. So it's had to be completely pulled this year and just be rescheduled for next year again. Last year happened. This year now, because of this, won't. And then next week it will.
Next year.
Next year, sorry.
In a different field or same field?
Possibly more than likely it's going to be a different field.
It'll definitely be a different location now, I believe. Because the way that's
the
legislation with that land, the issue at the moment seems to be one that's going to be a long-term problem.
Right.
With the level of volume with sound they can create there, and even yet again same scenarios, but different culture, different people involved.
It sounds like the Lowson Pine Fields need to come into play.
What we're seeing now
in the community,
I've noticed that we're seeing a lot of different events on the same site, because once you find a site that is cool and the local council are fine, then there's room for maybe 3 or 4 events.
That's it. I mean, thinking about. Because Lonesome Pine have got their sort of 2 or 3 fields around. You've got the Wimborne Water Meadows is used a lot as well. Now, because Dub Fest is in there.
That's right.
V-Dub.
Yeah.
And Henfest is there. And there was something else after Henfest, wasn't there? Was it a Dub reggae festival?
Oh, I forget now. But yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking of all Hawkeye's events in that one.
Yeah, well, those are the ones. The Lonesome Pine that they happen in. They've got a field at Boulder somewhere over Leamington Bay. They got the big field is at that way. What's it called? Baker's Arms. The other side of that.
Yep.
The little village, Litchfield Travers. That's the word I'm thinking of.
I couldn't have helped you.
No,
I was useless. It's a good thing you got the brain for it. You were all alone.
Comes
there.
eventually. Is that one of those? Yes, it's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, but once you get a good field, and Lonesome Pine stuff, they've really set it up nicely now.
We like a good field.
Yeah. Good. We've got more Brothers Grimmer coming up in just a moment.
Live Wired Live.
Sponsored by Chaplain's Bosco.
Live music 6 nights a week. Chaplain's Bosco.
Cool. Phil King there. Phil King. Brilliant. Phil J. King, to give him his full name. And the air is filled with unfinished sentences. And this guy, he just rocks up and does open mics, or he used to play regularly at O'Neill's when O'Neill's was doing a proper music venue instead of just doing the Friday night covers. But he just turned up with a guitar, and he won the first or came joint first in the very first Bournemouth Unplugged 3-4 years ago. Won a guitar out of it, which was really cool because he'd just had his guitar broken. So he'd bought a guitar to do this competition, and because the prize was a guitar, he thought, well, if I win that, I'm happy.
That's amazing.
So he did.
That's a great story.
that was just that. He's got these songs. One of them is Life Switch Tapestry as well, which is just a beautiful song. But that's the air is filled with unfinished sentences. He just works up and does these. But that was recorded, I think, in his very lo-fi. Not sure it was in his bedroom or whether he did go in the studio, but just really gentle, good acoustic stuff, gentle effects put in on the back of it.
Yeah. Pretty much all of our albums are done that way, aren't they? They're all done in a garage or in a bedroom or something.
They have been over the years.
Higher Holdernurst Village Hall was.
We've lately shifted things because we did drums in a studio, and then these guys worked on the guitars and bass in a front room again.
We did drums in Absolute, didn't we?
But yeah, the track that you're saying about there, like we were just talking about a little while ago when we were in the Gap. So there's a track called Lillian, which is written actually for, I was telling you when I joined the choir earlier on, because our grandmother passed. Yeah. Well, for that is the very reason why this song was written, because my brother was, you'd have been how old then?
17.
17 years old when he wrote this track that you're about that you're going to you're talking
Well,
about.
she was in
we might stick it on later.
Mhm, right.
Yeah.
So and
she was in a coma, wasn't she? And I wrote it in
Yeah.
the hope that she would hear it.
and help her to wake up.
Yeah.
And yeah, we recorded it in a similar setting, just in that bedroom scenario. Yeah.
So when you were 17, so you would have been what, 1,
I was
2?
8 years old at the time.
8.
About 8, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
9 years difference between me and him, and then 14 years difference between me and Michael.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then obviously wrote the song, but the cut that was taken, you said it was like 23 years old.
The song,
the song
music, yeah, and then the recording. How long ago was that?
That was when I was about 17.
That was when
So
you
when
were
we recorded it 10 years later in Mum's lounge.
Yeah.
With just a bunch of whatever we could cobble together.
some AKG C1000s and a D112, I think.
Yeah. And a dodgy old farmyard kit that I was using at the time, and
A couple of Beta 58s, courtesy of our old friend Joe, actually.
yeah, that was Joe Redmond
Yeah,
skiing.
Joe again. Yeah.
Bless him. But yeah, just cobbled together what we had, some dodgy ceramic bongo, and
That was dodgy.
that was dodgy. That got smashed in the end at some point by I don't know
I think it
how.
was on
But
purpose.
it's just this. It was the one, with the made of the they used to make dogs shoes
You
out
can
of them
buy them as an ornament
for the dogs to chew on.
Oh yes.
It
That's
was
kind
left
of
in my
hard,
room.
That's the skin was made of that, and we just played that was the
left in my
bongo.
room, that's why
But
it
we
broke.
loved the recording so much, we
It was
kept
left
it.
in
Like I
my
say,
room.
that's on the front. That's on the first of
And
the
that's
two
on
albums.
yeah.
That exact same recording from then, and the same cobbled together now. it was actually probably the better recording, I think, on the album.
Well, I've got it queued up, ready to go, so we could listen to it now.
Yeah,
Shall we
I don't
hold off
mind.
on, because you were going to do a live song, but we can play Lillian because we've just been talking about it.
Yeah.
But so it was
why not?
written 23 years ago-ish.
Yeah.
It was recorded maybe
About
10
years, about 10 years later.
About 13
So 13 years
13
ago.
years ago. And then was put on an album which is 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that very same 13-year-old recording.
I know.
Which is brilliant.
I think we're going to have to play it.
We are going
That'd be brilliant, guys. No pressure.
It's awful. No.
Let's go for it. Lillian.
Yeah.
brilliant stuff. Lillian there.
Lillian.
Played mainly because of the story behind it, but what a
Most lovely.
amazing piece of music. Really beautiful.
Thank you.
You were getting into Elizabethan stuff there, weren't
Sort of
you?
Elizabethan.
You were doing the quadrille, dude.
There's the quadrille, yes, I love you. Yes. I do love that.
How did he do that with his voice? Have you got like a button you push or something to change, to use different parts of your vocal cords that are usually not accessible? That was crazy. Anyway, I don't know where that came from.
Well, talk through a £20 note, Conrad. What, like this? Yeah, see, it doesn't make any difference. The sound of money, irrelevant.
Nice.
Get some Leslie effects from it. Like this. Oh, yes, I see your point there. Okay, that's
He's on a
enough.
roll now. He's on a roll. Where did that come from?
Talking about Leslie though, I was loving the show on
Just
Thursday
talking
night.
about Lillian for a minute.
Well, I know we were talking about Lillian there, but because my brothers Grimmer who were here in the studio
right.
and enjoying the chat. But last Thursday night at the Cellar Bar, didn't mention. Normally when we start the show, we start talking about the gigs that we've been to.
Okay.
Chinner's always likes a one-upmanship because he's always been to one more gig than I have. Which is great because he goes to so many different gigs. But Thursday night I got out, and I don't normally get out on a Thursday night, but I did this week or last week, and I went down to the pier because Darren Hudson and Southern Companion were playing at the Pier Approach. Amazing to see a band that you love because you know all the stories behind them and the heartache they've been through, and it's all come out in the songs. And then you see them playing on a massive stage and you think, yeah, well deserved, guys. Then nipped up to probably the tiniest venue in town, the Firkin Shed, where the Darwins were playing their acoustic set without the Evolution of Grass section, and then landed in the Cellar Bar because it was a double header with the Cellar Bar, wasn't it, on Thursday night?
It was indeed the Chime and PJ, Plastic Jesus.
Yeah. So I went to see Plastic Jesus. Didn't know who the support were, but I thought, well, yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be good music. And the Chime, Jimmy, formerly from Harping On, and Gareth, formerly from the
Them.
Ruby and the Rough Cuts.
Yep.
And a couple of guys from the 79. So that was a really good ensemble. But which is the point of the story is the guy not Gareth, Graham
Wood
was playing a new Hammond SK1. Amazing sound. It's a modern keyboard, but it's got all the bits and the voices like the original,
The vintage sound.
vintage D3.
and it is made by Hammond.
Made by Hammond, and it's like all the 21st century tech you can imagine, squeezed into something that still looks like a 70s keyboard. It's still got the levers and everything, just like the 70s.
You know, like a little boy trying to like just trying to explain his Christmas present to his mum right now. Like, the enthusiasm in your face as you talk about that, keep it down. And it's golden things. And
That means the
you need one of those in your life, don't you?
It has got the it's got the drawbars. It's got the tremolo button and everything.
You're well excited by that.
Yeah,
It's really
and
great.
it was such an amazing sound as well.
Yeah, he's played full-size Hammond in the Store Detectives going way back. So he's always played that. He plays it almost like a Vox Continental, almost like a reed organ. It's got that mod thing going. He fits so well into that kind of. And the Chime are almost like a mod version of indie.
I want one.
1,200 quid.
This has become like a sales pitch for these keyboards on the radio
Well, the
station.
thing is,
Inadvertently.
it's got the sounds built into it, so you can have a Leslie style sound, as if you've got a Leslie, whatever was it, the H300 or the H3000 or something.
The rotating,
Getting
speaker.
geeky here now.
So you can, you've got that sound built in, or it's got all the connectors to be able to plug it into a genuine one if you happen to have one. You think, how cool is
Or
that?
you can just have a few drinks and go like this.
Do a little spin and
And you get the same effect.
yeah.
Shake your
Especially
head
as you
around.
fall over.
Yeah.
That final nuance there.
Yes.
Conrad bringing it back to the analog tricks again there. You can make anything happen through. There's a way. With a bit of imagination.
There was some interesting effects going on. Jimmy was a bit perturbed at one point, wasn't he? He spoke into his mic and it all went round the room like a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Connie pressed the wrong button again. You know?
Oh, it's a terrible thing. I don't know what happens to my finger sometimes. Buttons. Sounds start to fly around the room.
He likes to have fun with those things.
I have finger problems.
I'm surprised I haven't got a callus now where I use the pan pot, you know.
Just keep throwing it from one speaker to the other.
If someone's playing in mono and they're doing some freaky things, then I think, I'll I'll join you there.
Turn it into some kind of wild
But just a
experience
little
for
bit
the
of
audience.
vibrato sometimes. It just shakes it up, and sound. The perception of sound's interesting when it moves in a small space. It's very interesting.
I've noticed you like to muck around a bit with the desk, actually, Connie.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's why we love the fairground. You're going around on the waltzes, the cars, the music is subtly changing pitch, the Doppler, and it can't be matched. Just cannot be matched. And you've got the smells and the lights and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And it gives you an extra buzz on that. So you're always trying to chase that in the confines of a studio, aren't we?
Always chasing that buzz.
Come back, Buzz.
Is that what? Because when you watch like the original Top Gear and stuff like that, you got James May talking about his fizz. Is that what we're thinking of as musicians? We're looking for that buzz.
Yeah.
The thing that
Yeah.
He could never really describe it. He just called it a fizz. When you get in a certain car,
Yeah,
some of them
that's
give you
something
a
I get,
fizz.
yeah.
I think when you get to certain gigs, you just think,
Yeah.
it's like,
Definitely that when your hair stands on end and just comes out
Electricity.
through you.
Yeah.
Lovely.
yeah. And do you experience that when you're playing as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Every time, are there some bad gigs when you think, oh, what are we
Some
doing?
days you don't feel it as much.
Even on bad gigs, I
There's
just
everything.
love playing too much.
Yeah,
This is just love it too much.
Yeah.
That's what
it's
I'm
like
supposed to do.
it's like a flowing thing for me. Like like anything else in life, it just kind of like it consistently grows and drops and grows and drops. But the connection is what's important with what you do, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what's most
There are
important.
some people that will talk science and say certain things release certain chemicals in the body and the brain, so your perception of things
Like
changes.
hormones and
Yeah,
things.
adrenaline, all kinds of.
So there's a dodgy
serotonin
music
levels
hormone going on.
change.
Endorphins.
Yeah,
I can relate to that.
dolphins. You see all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of dolphins. Yeah,
Dolphin deadly.
lots of sea life in these gigs.
Yeah.
But I've definitely there's a lot to be said for that hormonal release when you're playing because it makes you. I get it when I'm dancing around after a gig as well, or before.
Yes.
It's something that happens to you that your state shifts, doesn't it? And you don't care about anything anymore in terms of like whether you feel self-conscious, all that stuff, all those the chatter in your head goes because you're too busy just being engaged in what you're doing and full of that.
Yeah.
And then just everything else becomes like, unimportant than just being here. Yeah, it's great stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're going to hear another live track, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
What do you want?
I was going to say
It's
in
quite
a
few.
minute. Shall we? I know.
Blades turned, I
Blades
believe.
turn. We can.
This is a
we'll have
Mako track.
Yeah, we'll have Brothers Grimm doing it in a couple of minutes.
You're insane, ashamed
Fantastic stuff. Oh, that's. We were looking at each other, weren't we, Connie? And just
when those and the "Do You Feel Better Now" harmonies kicked in first, it was lovely, beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Blades Turned.
Yes.
And that was written by you, Matt?
Yes. Yeah. It was,
excellent stuff. And the story behind it?
It's about depression. Just straight, yeah.
Really.
About,
it is.
It's about taking something and hurting yourself to sort of distract yourself from what's really going on. I wrote that on March the 14th. It was a Friday, and 2014, and that was a bad day.
Yeah, it was a bad
So
day.
I wrote that, and I never did that again after that song. That was the end of that.
That era in your life, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Get it out in a song. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Best. What's the word? Not catharsis.
Therapy.
Therapy. That's the word.
therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
music.
catharsis. Yeah. Therapy. Yeah.
It's all that keeps me alive.
Yeah.
Therapy or music?
Music. Therapy through music.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Will we get a version of that on Saturday, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Can't wait to hear that.
What I loved was the subtle change in tone. You did a little break, and then all of a sudden the rhythms changed. I'm like,
It was different
I almost
rhythm.
didn't notice that. It was so cleverly done.
Oh,
So,
thank you very
really,
much.
Really cool. Yeah, but you've obviously got to know it's coming, and then you've had to work on that to make sure it's seamless.
Yeah.
You think me and you have been working for quite a while now on these, haven't we?
Yeah,
Things like
a few
that.
months.
It
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know. It's like something because of me dealing with him for so many years. The moment I heard that from Mike, I sat on it. Like it was
Knew what you were
like
doing.
a nice comfy chair because it's like I like that.
Yeah,
It immediately fit. It makes
Yeah.
that kind of stuff I love. I really love it. So, I did it. I played it a few times with Mike out in the early stages when he first wrote it.
Yeah.
Because Mike was doing a few open mics
That's
for himself
it,
at the
yeah,
time,
solo.
and I went out and give him a bit of
When I
support
first
here and
starting
there.
out, that was scary.
Yeah, just kind of I don't know.
On the djembe or in a full kit?
Usually on a Kahan that was kicking about.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Open mics, yeah.
yeah. So just for a bit of fun, you know.
That was
Yeah.
at Talbot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was at the Talbot,
Yeah.
Oh
the
gosh.
same place that we did that.
Yes.
That
Battle of the
comp
Bands,
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Battle of the Bands that we
Yeah,
did.
we won that,
Yeah.
didn't we?
So Mike continued on down there with his acoustic a bit more, and yeah,
And then I got the bug for it.
yeah, which is good.
That's it. And now look.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
What mess he's got himself into.
Ruined for life as a musician.
Why did he do that? He could have been a dancer, you know? He had such a great future planned for him.
Now you curse like me.
Yeah. No, travelling bard now, that's what he is. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. It's good stuff. We are talking with Brothers Grimmer. We're hearing a few live tracks, but not nearly enough. You've got, what, 3 or 4 written down there?
Yeah, you
want
wanna-
only had 2 so far, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we're not doing
What's the
very well on
time?
that.
Too much chin waggery. It's nearly half 8.
Yeah, 8:30.
My word.
Yeah,
If we can squeeze in a couple more, we'll
Yeah,
be lucky.
sure.
We could do,
Alright.
could go through the gigs, because I've only got 3 of your gigs, and well, I've got 4 of them, but 3 of them on one day, which is the Saturday.
Yeah.
But then Saturday the 20th, the week after,
My birthday.
big red bus at the air show.
Air show.
That's right. 8 till 9 we're on
Yeah,
that
in the
stage
evening,
in the
because I'm
evening.
away until 6 o'clock that day because it's my birthday.
Oh,
So
right.
Bex has got something planned for me. I don't know what it is,
Ooh,
but
okay.
um,
Little surprise.
probably swimming with whiskey on side or something.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Works, yeah.
Hopefully I won't be too tiddly by the time we get there because oh my god.
Behave yourself.
Yeah.
Behave yourself.
Goodness me.
So what? Oh, 8 till 9. Yeah. So cool. So is that actually right down at the? Is it on the seafront or is it at the pier approach?
It's
Is
on
it,
the sand, isn't it?
I believe so. It's
I heard
been
it was on the
dug
sand.
into
Okay.
the sand, so
Ah.
we'll get there and find out.
Yeah, I don't really make it all the way to Bournemouth because I live in Southbourne and we sort of walk or cycle
Yeah.
up because we don't want to go and having seen the traffic at that end of town because everyone obviously tries to get in and out.
Yeah.
We tend to walk up, which means we don't walk as far as Bournemouth town centre. We just walk up to the Boscombe Beach normally. And
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, so that's our limit. You know.
There's a few places doing cliff top. You know, obviously it's quite nice during the day for the flybys and
Definitely.
Yeah.
stuff. makes sense for all the people are gathered if they can't be bothered to go down. Because it is a bit mental, isn't it, going right down
going to be rammed,
That's it, yeah.
But you know, after years of gigging, you get used to walking into unknown scenarios and dealing with them. So if we're on sand, we're on sand. If we're in the ocean, we'll figure it out. You know, like
there was a band that did that. They took a piano into the sea and played it while the sea was washing in and trashing it.
Sounds like your forte.
Did it as an art stunt. Apposium, prog, not prog rock, but very progressive music.
Yeah.
And they were just as a stunt. They just had this piano and landed it in the sea, and I think it was in tops and tails, and playing this piano while the sea was coming in and crashing it and stuff. So there you go. There's
that kind of gig.
That's a hell of a prop.
So if you're on sand, that's nothing compared with what some guys can do.
Whipping a piano into the ocean. Why not? Fair enough. Wow, expensive stunt there. I assume.
I guess.
Hoping they maybe saved the piano. I don't know. Or maybe slightly disturbed by it, but that's an incredible story again.
It's a good little thing.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, little crosstalk going on here. You're working out another song to do.
Yes, we're just discussing that.
They're always devising evil schemes.
Yeah,
quietly.
Taking over the world, one band gig at a time.
Yeah.
See, we're just discussing the hair removal cream that we've been secretly putting on his.
Gonna order him a no-no.
Cool. Have you got another one lined up to do that?
Yeah, I think.
Worked out?
Yes, I think we're going to do a song about anti-love, isn't it? It's the anti-love song.
Okay.
Running Out.
Running Out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Still waiting for me, debating whether I should leave or live these lives in love. I can't tell you what I'm thinking as I'm staring at these walls, waiting for life to come and go. So I take my crown and leave it on the shelf, and I run in with my bag of tenderness. I don't like being this way, but we're running out of games to play. Just don't die, no reply. Paranoia takes me for another ride. I miss myself and try to keep myself away from me. Please don't ask me what the problem is, I can't tell you. That is missing my insides. See this trail of tears left behind. So I take my pride and leave it on the shelf, and I'm running with my bag of tenderness. I don't like being this way, but we're running out of games to play. Watch velvet in hand, slashing down coloured palette and land. Fight of your mind, random sketches to life, and your soul take somebody and smile. So I take my pride and leave it on the shelf, and I'm running with my bag of tenderness. I don't like being this way, but we're running, say we're running. Oh, girls too.
Again, absolutely amazing stuff. Thank you.
Connie sound effects there.
No, that was that
10
miles
crowd.
away. They're, like,
Oh, I didn't
standing up
realise
there.
we had an audience that big over there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Didn't realise.
Sometimes you hear it in a shell, but
The old conch trick. Yeah. I should have
like
brought
what you
conch
was gonna
with me
say.
for-
yes.
Conch.
for-
Yeah.
For an old
Cleary.
encouragement.
It's bad to Joe. Cleary, you're a
and
conch.
again, we're looking forward to that on Saturday, guys. This Saturday at the Cellar, could be doing
Yep.
that one.
Yeah.
Yep,
Lovely.
definitely.
So that was the anti-love song, as you call it, running out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all about like when you're in love and then it all goes wrong and you just got to get out of there pretty quickly. So it sounds all friendly and lovely, but it's
It's
not.
actually quite a
Yeah.
dark undertone.
Yeah, it's
know.
about an ex-girlfriend.
I know the context of that, and it took a long time to get to that stage as well, so it's a really big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, very long time.
just slightly.
It could have been done a lot sooner. We've all been there. Staying in a relationship probably too long when
Yeah,
it wasn't
we'll be
good
quieter, I
for you.
I know.
Really important.
And the rest of the boys didn't put you out of it. Not
Well,
quickly
it wasn't
enough.
me, it was Lee.
Oh, it was Lee. Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah, so we were younger at the time, and well, no, his mum tried to tell him.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're in love
listening to
and you're
no
young,
Yeah.
you got to do these things, haven't you? Sometimes you got to
Make the mistake.
you struggle on
Yeah.
and find out later that mum was right. Damn it.
Again.
Yeah.
We got a few gigs if we want to. Can we indulge 5 minutes?
Yep.
Just
Go-
looking at
go for
what
it.
the gigs and stuff are going on.
A pithy comment if you feel the
Yeah,
is
so
deserved.
we won't run through all of them, but tonight there's an open mic in Chaplains of the Cellar Bar. Craig Alexander is playing at the Thomas Trip. Trouble in Mind are down at the Pool, the Lord Nelson in Pool. And Wareham Key on a Wednesday night has got a firework night with the Brass Monkeys tonight.
No good will come with it.
Melt are playing at Pool Key tomorrow night as part of the firework celebrations there. The Searchers, that classic band from the 60s, yes, it is the original outfit.
When you say melt on
Melt.
firework night, so if
That's
you
what-
turn up in a PVC outfit and then a Roman candle starts landing on you, then
Bad times.
Yeah.
so melt.
So
Very
what you're
good.
trying to do that.
Someone's
Yeah.
observation
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Chaplains, you've got Hello Hawaii.
It's a double bill for AF Studios,
Mm.
like a recording thing. They record two bands live, remix it back at their studio.
Alex.
Hello Hawaii playing,
Yeah.
quite a soulful indie band, and a new band called The Succulents.
Not heard.
That's
Nice.
a great.
Nice.
I love the sibilance in that. The succulents. It's just like,
They're trying to entice you in there, like,
Yeah,
like a
that's
Magnum advert.
That's that's Sam Scarrett's new band. Great friends with Hello Hawaii.
Explosives.
bringing you in.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Friday, a couple of things. There's a tribute to Led Zeppelin going on. Coda.
choice of
They're
tribute.
playing at the Sound Circus. So yeah, I think we don't do tributes, and we do originals on this show. But when you think it's a band like Led Zepp, who you ain't going to see anymore, then you think, we'll give them a mention at least. That's Coda playing at the Sound Circus. Yeah. Matt Black, he's doing his thing at the Grove Tavern. You've also got him coming down the Cellar Bar as well, haven't you? At some point.
Yes, he's doing a monthly showcase, the third Tuesday in the month. A kind of a Jules Holland approach, where he's the host and then invites guests in.
Oh,
so it's interesting.
Really?
But it's always worth an entertaining trip or two, is Matt, and
Big
a bit
shout
handy
out to
on the
Matt and
keys.
his Hangover.
Yes,
Hill.
Hangover Studios, Hangover Hill. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that's one of the places we're going to record EPs.
Yeah. Yes. No, I think you'll be in good hands there.
Yeah. Who have you got in Chaplin's on Thursday?
On Friday at the Cellar Bar.
Sorry, Friday even.
Cute Roots have stepped in. Ben Jones, former bassist for Sunstone Collective.
Right. Yeah.
He's involved in loads of things. He's part of Misha's Merry Men, of course. Busy chap. Cute Roots 6-piece with 2-piece brass section, funk and soul, all original. So looking forward. Never played the venue before.
Yeah.
And Lee Spidey Lasnon opening.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Skipping it, Smoking Aces, Tom Clements. Him and Tim Summerfield always in this competition of how many gigs they can play in a month and how many gigs they can play. Yeah.
It's an ongoing saga, this.
That's
right?
it is, yes. And Tom gets the Friday night slot. I'm not seeing Tim on the calendar, so maybe he's up country.
Tom needs a handy moniker like Tim's got as Ninja Sex God.
Afro Ninja,
yeah. I mean, he needs a pithy
he's got the Clementines.
Yeah.
Does that not work for you? Calling yourself after an orange?
It's a pithy thing.
Orange,
but
pithy.
Yeah.
A pithy Clementine.
Yeah.
Don't get pithy.
Yes, that's it. Something like that. Yeah.
We'll leave it hanging there.
Yeah, someone will talk about taking something a minute. Let's move on. Tom is also playing at the Crown and Anchor on Saturday night, but we don't want to be at the Crown and Anchor Saturday night in Blandford. We want to be down at the Cellar Bar because that's where Soul Hole and Brothers Grimm are playing.
Oh, yes. I'm not sure that's going to work, but it's been overhyped, I think, that.
Yeah.
Especially tonight.
Especially now we're here.
There should be a backlash of some sort.
If you don't want to come this far east, then this far west, over towards the east in Christchurch, the Goodfoot Band are playing the Thomas Trip, and someone else I saw has totally disappeared. Yeah,
The Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man is appearing somewhere. Yes.
Yeah.
About time.
Sunday's a little bit weird because Chaz and Dave are turning up at the Tivoli Theatre.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow, we get Chaz and Dave down here. So yeah, cool.
It's a nice theatre, that.
Tivoli is really great.
Yeah.
It's as good as Regent Centre in that regard. Gives Regent a good, good run for the money. It's great to see these volunteer-run theatres still keeping things going and still making it happen.
Some things out.
Yeah. The Trip have got the Chris Collins Blues on Sunday, and let's skip over. We already mentioned Solidaire on Monday, didn't we?
Whiff Waff, the surviving members of Whiff Waff, which features Sam Wyatt, will be on Sunday in Chaplin. So
Sunday.
Bit of jazz.
Oh yes, I've got that.
Jazz.
Went straight over that. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. So Tangerine Trampoline.
Oh yes, Matthew Bryant and his Tangerine Trampoline with Al Smith, original Mountain Feet bassist, Andrew Bash from Cornwall, and Dan Marshall returned, the former Monkey Puzzle frontman, and he's back on the scene and he's got his tail back up and he's done some radio work for BBC Introducing, I think. So he's back on. He's got a bit of a hunger for it again.
That might be good to get to.
He's got a lovely vocal, very sort of effortless, kind of light, smoky voice. Lovely.
Yeah, cool. Four Horsemen on Tuesday have got The Decoy, Dan Mundy, and Death by Shotgun, which sounds a bit heavy and stuff for something that goes on at the Four Horsemen, because that's not a big pub, is it?
Not
Perhaps it's
particularly.
a dodgy wedding or something.
Yeah, that's it. Chaplins have got Matt Black, as we already mentioned. And next Wednesday, highlights, we've got Misha and his Merry Men here in the studio. Get that. You coming in for that?
How many are going to be here?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I may have to leave room for all the merry men, otherwise.
Yes.
And I'll be the token sad sack, and I'll put it all down. So I think they should remain merry and do without me.
So there, quick shoot around all the gigs and stuff. Looks like you're ready to play another one.
Oh, we're ready when you are.
Have you just tuned up? Ready for another?
I think you did. Yeah, I did. I tuned up. Well, I tuned down actually.
Tuned down. Okay. So
Oh.
what's this next one going to be then?
This one, another one that I wrote.
We've got time to get one more live in, and then I want to play the remix.
Okay, cool.
And we need to do shout outs.
So this will be the
well.
final.
Oh,
yeah?
shout outs. Yeah, what are your shout outs?
Well, I need to shout out to my man Arius in America, Arius Traveller Grimmer, because he's been helping me out loads and loads over in America,
Yeah, very
promoting
important, man.
what we're doing, and he is very, very important to what we are doing
Is he
now.
part of a label?
No, he's pretty much a truck driver, but he's promoting us like crazy over
Yeah,
there.
he's set up
Just-
so much
yeah.
stuff ready for
He's
us.
been amazing. So yeah, big shout out to
Massive.
him.
That Citizens Band podcasts on the old CB Truckers Radio.
He's on all of that.
Yeah, he's on, man. He's on.
And there might be a grimmer outing
Yes.
to America.
Hopefully,
Yes.
before the end of the year, me and Mako are gonna head out there and try our luck at a few gigs.
Yeah, Seattle
And
was the main.
It looks promising.
place that we wanted
What's
to go.
East West? Guys?
Seattle, did you say?
Yeah,
Seattle,
more
yeah.
Seattle.
So
Yeah.
northwest.
Home of
Yeah,
grunge. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we need to go.
Yeah.
Can't get much farther north.
No,
He's already
Canada.
got the T-shirt. Give him a
I
break.
have.
You know?
Yeah. They'll love me for that. I'll get a beer out of that.
We do have to shout
That and the
out. I
performance.
better shout out to my beaver. Hi, beaver.
Beaver?
Yeah, someone else you don't know.
Alright. Hi, Bex and Mickey, if you're listening. That's
Ah.
it. Hi, everyone.
Cool.
Everyone on Facebook.
Cynthia's listening as well, I think.
Hi,
The
Cynthia.
lady.
Your wife.
Yeah.
You say hello to Cynthia.
Hello,
Say
Cynthia.
hello to-
Why don't you say hello, Cynthia?
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia. Hi, wife and kids.
Yeah.
And she's over here at the moment, not in
Yes.
Spain.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. We're planning on living together down here for a while, and then
Oh, okay. And then
and then processing. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
what it means. It's going to be a later thing that this happens.
yeah.
So yeah, so he's already sort of trying to make plans to organise some way of continuation. Obviously, whilst this is happening now, I'm still here gigging
Fast
with the
war
guys.
band in Spain. That's the answer.
Yeah.
They
Do you think?
do live gigs.
Yeah, just somehow like the Gorillas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like some kind of 3D image version, and I'll
so
play in
one
a
of-
garage somewhere.
one of the-
Brother Gorillas. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, one of the tech companies did this to demonstrate how good the technology was. They were doing a live gig with musicians playing live on the stage in LA and live on a stage in New York and piping the music so fast to each other they could do it in real time. pretty
No
much.
way.
Yeah,
That's kind of spooky.
yeah.
Yeah.
To demonstrate how good their technology was, because
He's trying to problem solve for us now.
Yeah, see,
Over there, Lee.
there you go.
Watch out.
Yeah. So Brothers Grimmer can simultaneously play Spain and the UK. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just have the drummer in Spain and you guys here in
Yeah.
That's probably
England
a good thing.
doing a gig at the
I'm
same
going on
time.
holiday to Mallorca next month.
You're a
so
clever
I'll
man,
Yeah,
sir.
plug in
too.
You're a
there.
very clever man.
The technology is out there.
Yeah, like the Doctor
Anyway,
Who of
we're
music.
interrupting yet
Yeah.
more music with yet more yakka. So
Let's do
go
it.
for it, guys.
This is another one I wrote called Brighter Tomorrow. It sounds like this.
When happiness with dreams that lead you to madness cannot sense to make amends. Too weak to find it, are you too blind? See life could be more for you. Did you even start to begin giving me your excuse? Ideas of a brighter tomorrow, but you wore a rage, absorb the pain. There's never a reason why you soak the sun, taking back the fun. But I can't live that way. Can't live that way. Can't live that way. Trying to find a time that lasts forever. Smoking silly things to escape you somewhere better. Trying to find your mind, but everything's a struggle for you. Tend to buy the lines, is this really your excuse? Ideas of a brighter tomorrow. Gonna waste your life when you close your blinds. Wake up to a setting sun, you kiss the sky. What's a penny in life? Now you're looking far away back home. You lost you late? Are you crippled this way? The desires they burn all your life. Fear to see what was real, life just passed you by. They burn all your life. Fear to see what was real, life just passed you by.
Oh, some people don't like it.
That's it, Sormat, Connie.
What is that all about?
No, that was perfectly good, chaps. Thanks. Sorry about that.
Thank you. We'll get them on the way out. It's all good.
It was all going so well. This was Brothers Grimmer.
God damn that invisible audience.
Live. Yeah. With
Thanks
Conrad,
very
I'm not sure what just happened there.
I don't know either.
You've lost your beard.
I keep stroking it.
You do, yeah.
It's my
Beard
virtual.
envy, beard envy. It always happens.
Well, see, I
Start
didn't
stroking
shave
invisible
in honor
beards
of
around
coming in. It's such a comic bed. Yeah, that's what we're talking about right at the start of the show. We come
I've
around
got to
full
stand
circle now.
closer.
We're talking about the facial hair again. But yeah, I thought, in honour of the Grimmer, got to be done, hasn't it? You know.
I'm the only one left now with full head of beard.
More Dave Grohl Nave look over here on the left.
That's it.
The knave.
Guys, we've got to get out of here. It's been, again, absolute pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
It's been brilliant hearing the
great
music. Really good hearing the reworkings as well. Really enjoying it.
Always a pleasure, never a chore.
That's it. That's great. So you can catch Brothers Grimmer at 3 locations on Saturday. Westbourne jamming somewhere in Westbourne at about
12 till 1.
12 till 1.
Yeah.
And then the Fairy Festival
Playing
at
with
the
the
Cross
fairies.
or the open mic in Burley at about 3 till 4. Is
Somewhere,
that?
whenever we
around
can
then.
get there, yeah.
And then again, Chaplin's in the Cellar Bar supporting Soul Hole, probably on 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes, it's free entry before 10. Please don't rock up after 10 and play, come early.
Get before 10.
Yes,
Lovely.
Come and see beautiful Grimmers.
yes, that's it.
Many
That's it.
beards.
Yes,
Some of us.
some of us, that's
Yeah,
I'll let the audience decide on that.
I'm beautiful, you're not.
And we're gonna play out with the remix of Boba the Budokan, which was done when Lee got bored, having been laid up at home with broken wrists,
Broken hands.
and things.
Yeah.
Not being able to play
Silly
guitar
boy.
for months and stuff. So So this has been Live Wire Live. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Live Wire Live.
Sponsored by Chaplin's Bosco.
Live music. Live music. Live music 6 nights a week. Chaplin's Bosco.